Hello everyone, my name is sanmartinez and welcome to a new vlog. This is kind of a special vlog as it's in the middle of the E3. Yesterday was Bethesda's first ever E3 presentation and I'm gonna break it down a bit and tell you something about it. Hope you like it, so let's get the show on the way. We start off with Doom. I made some notes, so I'm gonna read some notes from me. Hopefully I can remember something out of my head. However, we're gonna start right now. Doom, we haven't seen really much other than a tidbit snippet. I think it was about a couple seconds, 5 seconds. Basically a Revenant screaming and you loading the super shotgun. They have revealed much more. They've revealed some gameplay. Not much about the story, but they revealed some single player gameplay a bit early and later in the game when they were in hell. It looked awesome. The sound effects were crazy. The music was awesome. As soon as the action starts ramping up, the music starts ramping up too. It was amazing. Dynamic lightning, brutal finishing, chainsaw action, all the things Doom was famous about. They brought it back in the new Doom. They also showed some multiplayer, which was classic arena FPS combat, which hasn't been done a lot lately, as I think it's been dead a bit. Hopefully they'll do a great job at reviving the arena shooters. Arena shooters were basically from the PC years ago, Doom, Team Fortress, things like that, Unreal Tournament. They were great games, but they have been replaced by the FPSs of this day and age, like the Call of Duty, Battlefield, things like that. And they also had an extra thing which they called, let me see here, Snap Map, Doom Snap Map, which makes you able to make your own maps for the game. It doesn't matter if you're on PC or consoles, as the maps are cross-platform. The tools are relatively easy to use, so even console users can make their own maps. That was amazing. I'm looking forward to see more of that. Certainly looking forward to play it. I have got the beta code with Wolfenstein New Order, which was released a year ago, and we still haven't seen or heard any information about the beta. Hopefully we'll get some information soon and we'll be able to play it, and hopefully it doesn't feature a non-disclosure agreement so I can show you some gameplay on YouTube. That was it about Doom. I got a couple more games. They're relatively small parts. Let's get on with Dishonored 2. I expected to see at least an announcement of Dishonored 2, but they went a bit further and gave us a gameplay trailer which we can learn a couple of things from. There is a new protagonist along with the protagonist from the first game. So there's actually two protagonists this time. It's set in a new city, the city of, let me check, Karnaka, I think. And there's not really much known about the story. Basically it features the same setup as Dishonored 1. Only other than rats swarming the city, it looked like something of bats or some kind of thing. I'm looking forward to see how they will work that out and involve that in the gameplay. Hopefully I can find some trailers or maybe even the full presentation from Bethesda, and I'll leave them in links in the description if you want to watch that. They haven't really revealed much for Dishonored 2. They wouldn't go into the story or anything like that. They did say they were delivering a definitive edition of Dishonored for this gen of consoles, and it's coming this fall, so I think October, November, something along those lines. And then there was the Elder Scrolls, of course, Elder Scrolls Online. Not really much is said about it, other than they shown a couple of new things they are bringing into the game. as the console has just been released on consoles. Check out my unboxing if you want to. The things they're gonna add in Elder Scrolls Online is the Imperial City and the Realm of Orcs. The Imperial City looked like a massive endgame battle arena, something like that. There were a lot of players there, a lot of PvE action going on. I think it was PvE at least. It looked like PvE, and they give us a sample of the Realm of the Orcs. Basically, it looked a lot like the Skyrim buildings. I think it's set in that part of the Tamriel world, maybe a little bit farther to the northeast. I'm not really sure, as I'm not really that much of an Elder Scrolls buff. So you might correct me if I'm wrong. And they had one last thing in the trailer they released, and that was the Dark Brotherhood, if I recall correctly. They only released one thing, but I am almost certain that it's the Dark Brotherhood, as it was just a scroll with a hand saying "We know." If you have played any of the Elder Scrolls game previous to Elder Scrolls Online, like Oblivion or Skyrim, I'm not sure about Morrowind, as I haven't gotten that far in that game. Yes, it's a shame. If you recall or played any of those games, you can recall as soon as you murder your first innocent victim, it must be innocent, they shouldn't be evil, you get a message saying on a scroll with just the hand underneath that is "We know." So that was the Dark Brotherhood. I think it's gonna be a new faction in the game. Hopefully we're gonna see more information about that soon. For now, that was it about Elder Scrolls. It was just a 5-minute presentation for Elder Scrolls, so it wasn't really that much. They also announced Elder Scrolls Legends, which is a card game, I think. Maybe along the lines of Hearthstone or something along those lines. I'm not really sure. They haven't shown anything about it. They only talked about it for a bit. And as I'm not really into the god games, I haven't really gotten any info about that. However, we're now going to the main event from the E3 of Bethesda. And that, of course, is Fallout, as you can see from my t-shirt. I'm a massive Fallout fan. I've played all the games. I started with Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and after that I played Fallout 1 Brotherhood and Fallout 2 on PC, and I really enjoyed those games, but I enjoyed the style and gameplay of the Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas a lot more, basically because I don't really like the point and click sort of thing. So let's get this on. I've got my notes here. It starts, actually, Fallout 4, it's set in Boston and around Boston, the Commonwealth area, which has been referenced in the Fallout games, especially Fallout 3 and New Vegas a lot of times. So as I said, the Boston area, and actually it starts before the bombs fall. So you are a resident in a city who has been notified that they are going to be in a Fallout shelter, a vault. You start the game with two characters, a man and a woman. They are fully customizable. You can just drag the faces and sculpt them as you want, so you can play as both the male and you can play as a male or a female character if you want to. You can choose character. You log out of the customization screen, and also based on the looks of the characters you make in the beginning, they also create a baby which has features of those two characters, which is a lovely feature. Also, it was really nice to see the whole Fallout world pre-war, so you can see what the cars really look like, how the houses are set up. A shiny Mr. Handy was available. It was really nice to see. And after that you emerge 200 years later as the single survivor of the fault. I hope I don't spoil anything. This is exactly been said yesterday on the presentation. And they didn't go into the story, but mostly into elements they are going to implement and gameplay mechanics and things like that. So, as I said, 200 years before the 200 years after the bombs fell, which might make it in line with Fallout 3, as that's also set 200 years after the bombs fell, if I recall correctly, of course. And the things that amazed me most were the graphics. It stood out really good, and it looks amazing. The water and light effects were awesome. I don't really know much about the sound, as I haven't seen enough. I haven't heard the radio or anything like that. I did hear some music, but not enough to go by and say it's going to be good or something like that. Dogmeat is back. At least I'm gonna call him Dogmeat, as Dogmeat has been the canine companion from Fallout 1, 2, and 3. You get, what's his name in Fallout New Vegas? I forgot, Rex, I think, or something. The mechanical hound. Sorry, I'm speaking Dutch. The mechanical dog, basically, what's it called? Cyborg. You have a new dog, which I'm gonna call Dogmeat from now on. You can fully command your dog. Basically, you just point at any part of the map and you can let him explore, grab items or something like that. He can get another attack, and that is also where they shown off the new VATS system. It's been a lot enhanced. You have a lot more how do you say it? I've got a word, man. Come on. Options to choose from in VATS. It was really amazing to see that, and also when you shoot the enemies, they follow the bullet each time, at least, which made for some awesome graphic scenes. Basically, there were some mole rats attacking the Dogmeat, and I just the player from the presentation shot the mole rat right through his belly. You could see the exit wound and anything. It was awesome. Also, Fallout 4 will feature layered armor, so you don't only have a body piece, you also have shoulders, arms, back pieces, everything, so they can be broken at times separately. They don't cripple the limbs right away. There is a new Pip-Boy. It's been customized a lot, the Pip-Boy. You can find tapes which can play specific games. There was something that resembled a lot the original Mario Brothers a lot, which was awesome. I think it's a nice addition, and I would love to see more of it. Also, they announced they are gonna release a physical Pip-Boy along with the collector's edition, and you can put it on your arm, put your phone in it, and basically you can download the Pip-Boy app for your telephone. They showed it with an iPhone, but I think they're gonna work with other phones too. And basically you can see your stats on that, your inventory, and also the radio stations. So basically when you go out walking, hang your Pip-Boy on and listen to the radio from Fallout. That's what I'll do. Anyway, they're not done with it, so they announced another thing. They called what they call it, Fallout Shelter. It's an iPhone game. Basically, it's a lot like SimCity, a little bit of a hybrid between the two. You can build your very own vault, along with your very own vault experiment, of course, and basically level the characters up, make more vault dwellers through love, of course. And basically you get attacked by raiders, fires can break out, all sorts of things can go wrong. They released it yesterday evening, right after the presentation. So I'm gonna check that out as soon as possible. Hopefully I have enough room and my phone can take it, as I have the old iPhone 4. Let's see if there's anything else we can say. Yes, amazing feature in Fallout 4, which I think is amazing. I always wanted something like that in a game, is you can rebuild the world in Fallout 4. You can rebuild your very own settlements. You can rescue traders and put them in your own settlements, run caravans between the settlements. You can build houses, shacks, farms, defenses like turrets, guard towers, lighting, everything. But those settlements will get attacked by raiders, so you should be able to defend them, make people able to defend them that live in your settlement. It's a nice addition to the game, and it reminds me a lot like Montergioni from Assassin's Creed 2. Is it Assassin's Creed 2? Yeah, I think so. Or Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I'm not sure. Correct me on that one if you know. And of course, other than building your own settlements, you can also build your own weapons. Fully customizable, everything in the game, like lunchboxes, lamps, telephones, toy cars, they all feature materials which you can use those materials to build new weapons, new attachment for those weapons, scopes, things like that. And of course you can build your very own power armor, which is amazing. Also, things they also shown were a couple of new enemies, like the blood bug, which I've seen, and new enemy types, as there have been confirmed in the video multiple new super mutant types, and of course there's also a jetpack and a flyable vertibird in the game. And as cherry on top of that very big pie, the game will be released on the 10th of November 2015, so the wait is almost over, guys. Okay, that was it for the Bethesda E3 presentation. I really hope you enjoyed my little summary of all the things in the presentation. Leave me a like and a comment if you did. I'm gonna go out of my way and watch Sony, E3, EA, Microsoft. They're all later today. I'm gonna watch them, hopefully do a same sort of vlog like this one. Again, if you liked it, click the like button, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, comment in the video about things you want to see, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video.